LSU's Jayden Daniels had his pro day yesterday. Now, there's a couple of schools of thought with Jayden Daniels. When he played at Arizona State under Herm Edwards, he was very thin. Exciting, dynamic, made the highlights, but thin. Goes to LSU, seemed to be a little bit bigger. He's 6'3", about 210, and there's a feel that he's sort of Lamar Jackson-like as far as his build, but I don't see that because Lamar looks pretty solid, and Jayden Daniels still looks a little thin. Now, this is part of the knock on him. 17-game schedule, just like Bryce Young. Now, he's taller than Bryce Young, but can he withstand the rigors of a 17-game schedule? I don't know of any quarterback who can really withstand the rigors of a 17-game schedule. It's the style you play is the reason you can or can't withstand the rigors of an NFL season. Russell Wilson's done an unbelievable job at his size of avoiding big hits, whereas I liken Jayden Daniels to RG3. I think RG3 was 6'2", but slight, and he took on some hits there and cut short his career. I mean, there's other reasons that factored in, but he had a meteoric rise when he got in. We had not seen somebody like him probably since Michael Vick. But I look at Jayden Daniels, is he an RG3 type? You know, very athletic and very accurate as a passer. And his pro day, sometimes when you take somebody for granted, like Caleb Williams has been great. And there were ESPN analysts who came away and said, okay, yeah, nothing special. Well, if you're looking at a beautiful woman and you know she's a beautiful woman and then you meet her and you go, yeah, I mean, she's beautiful. But then if you have somebody and you go, hey, she is really sneaky good looking, then you meet her and go, you are right. No surprises. Well, maybe with Jayden Daniels, you're a little bit more surprised, whereas Caleb Williams, you weren't at the pro day. And it felt like some of the analysts were coming back from that pro day going, wow. Now, it's not just how he plays. It's how he answers questions, his personality, what his teammates say about him. And I think that's where Jayden Daniels made some impact, an imprint on some of these analysts by how he handled himself. Now, you have people knocking Caleb Williams because he has a pink cell phone. Like, get a grip with reality here. Oh, my gosh, I'd never draft a guy who has a pink cell phone. Okay, good. I'll take him. I don't care. I mean, Joe Burrow shows up in crazy outfits. Are you going to go, nope, I'm not taking him. He has crazy outfits there. You know, we talk ourselves in and out of logic sometimes. You're going, does that make sense? Jayden Daniels, can he withstand the punishment, the rigors of a 17-game schedule? If he's smart, then he can. Can Caleb Williams? Yes, if he's smart. If you extend a play, that's one thing. If you're trying to run because that's the play that's designed, that's different. You know, Josh Allen takes on contact. Tua Tagovailoa is not taking on contact. I would expect Jayden Daniels to not take on contact. Most quarterbacks shouldn't take on contact. Cam Newton could take on contact. But you know what happened after a while taking on that contact? Out of football in his early 30s. You got to be smart. That's all. Be smart. Jayden Daniels made an impression. Malik Neighbors, his wide receiver, ooh-wee. He stood out. You know, it's weird, and I liken this to when a scout went to watch somebody else playing in a basketball game and found Ja Morant. They weren't going to scout Ja Morant. They found Ja Morant. Like, that guy's really good over there. Now, Jayden Daniels is going to be probably the second quarterback taken, but Neighbors, when you watch him, you're like, dang, that guy. I found myself watching him more than I did Jayden Daniels, just because he may be the first receiver off the board.